motherfucker tripping, boy. What up, y'all? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm gonna check out this game till I'll jump in here. Man, the Lions, they played like shit today, man. Oh, I don't know, man. They looking like they ain't even gonna make the playoffs for real. But yeah, man, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving today. Man, listen, I eat so much food that I can't even. It's hard to bend over right here for real. I got stuffed. Maybe somebody jump off in here. There we go. What's up, family mom? How you doing? Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, man, I ate so much food. I can't even. I'm telling you, I gained about 5 pounds easily just today. We had all kind of shit: turkey, dressing, macaroni, casseroles, all that good stuff. I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, that's what holidays is for. Enjoy it, relax. I don't blame you a bit. It's cold out there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, it is here. I don't know where you live at, but yeah, it's been cold today, like 48 for the high or something. But starting to get how y'all doing? I see some more of y'all in here, man. I'm glad to have y'all. Oh, West, yeah, yeah. I get it, man. I swear, I get so much stuff confused. Um, I apologize, y'all. Um, I get, West Virginia's got to be cold. Y'all probably got. I don't know if it was up in Appalachians or what, but I seen somebody posted on Facebook. They had all kind of snow and shit. So I don't know if it was out like in the Midwest, um, or if it was up in like New England way or whatever. But um, somebody got some snow. Uh, that snow, boy, uh, it shuts everything down around here because it don't happen, that often. And if it ever snows good, like it'll shut everything down. Yeah, what's up, deplorables? Welcome in, Boone County. Man, I bet that's some beautiful country up in Boone County. Okay, say it snowed a little bit. Yeah, around here, man. Listen, the news. I think they in cahoots. I swear, the news will come out and say uh, on Tuesday, like it's gonna snow Friday, chance of snow or whatever. Man, listen, they'll go out and buy every damn loaf of bread or whatever. I mean, it's crazy, man. People around here, milk and bread, they'll go buy the whole damn store out. And then it don't even do nothing. And I'm like, man, these folks do it, and they do it every time. I don't get it. They fall for it every time. I'm sorry about the lighting, y'all. I've been watching football all day, and so I apologize for the light keep kicking on and off like that. I know it's ratchet as hell, but anyway, I live most of my life like that. Hey, did y'all see my shorts or my little video, my old house? I went on road, but I went to a little dinner today, and I rode down by where my old house was and stuff. Man, I miss that old place. Ain't nothing like your damn home, man. I should never. But then again, man, I was trying to do the right thing, at the time. But um, it is what it is. Shit comes, shit goes, and I just wish I'd held on to it, but at the situation I was in, I couldn't really. I had to do what I had to do. So, but I'm trying to see here. What's up, Jonathan Carpenter? How are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, man, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Got to eat something. This was the first time I've been to Thanksgiving in a couple years. Like 5, 6 maybe since. Yeah, it's been at least 5 years since I've been in, or the family got together or whatever. So, but it was good. Um, yeah, that's it. Um, that's that's like I get on here and a lot of times I don't think to say it, but like all the stuff I talk about is stuff that I did a long time ago, like and it ain't nothing that I'm doing today. It's just stuff in the past, and so um, I really got a lot more stuff I could tell, but man, it's just when people get older, it's different. They have kids and get married, so but I was trying to oh yeah, so I get a news notification earlier. What's up? Flies on the coleslaw. Now I like your name. So I get a news notification earlier. A Huntsville city cop goes to his ex-girlfriend's apartment, busts up in the house, busts the door open, assaults her or whatever. So the county deputies had to come arrest him or whatever. Dude takes him on a high-speed chase, and this is a city cop now. Takes him on a high-speed chase, 100 mile an hour, barricades himself in his house, and then he finally comes out, and I'm like, bro, this is supposed to be a freaking cop. You know what I mean? Like, and then this is the kind of shit. So imagine if he'll do that to his girlfriend. Imagine what he'll do to you at 3 o'clock in the morning out on the side of a back road. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's just getting worse and worse, man. You see cops now doing all kind of dirt. I mean, um, I just thought that was so wild, man. I was like, damn, you were supposed to be yeah. I did watch that documentary, Deplorable. It was really good. It hit the nail on the head. It it showed a lot of max count footage, and I didn't go to a max count. I went to the level 4. But Easterlin and Ventress, they're actually built the same. They may not be shaped the same, but they were built at the same time, and they're made out of the same material, got the same windows, doors, and everything is so. Um, but I know one thing: it's hot in them suckers, man. You all the way. Ventress was down by the Florida line, and it was hot, man. What's up, Butch? How you doing now? Yeah, that's all we can do, Jonathan. Is just gotta. It sucks sometimes, man. I know. Trust me, but it's, everything will pass, man. That's that's one thing I know is whatever it is, it'll always pass. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Butch. Man, shit, I'll be 45 tomorrow, man. 45-year-old. Yeah, hey, thank you for stopping by, family mom. Um, hope you and your family have a good rest of Thanksgiving weekend. All right. Um, yeah. I forgot, man. This is a good weekend. This is Alabama Auburn. Shit, we got some good football and stuff this weekend. Uh, everybody. Hopefully, everybody. I know everybody ain't got places to go and stuff, and so yeah, the Ohio State. What they call that? The big one. What? See, I'm an Iron Bowl guy, but what do they? Oh, what's Ohio State, Michigan call that game? Ain't it called like the big one or something? I know it's real big. Um, but yeah, that'll be a good game and stuff too. So, uh, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I done got so full this evening. I eat way too much food. They had banana pudding and all kind of stuff, man. And I just I went extra on that stuff. But it let's see. What's up, Blake? Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, bro. Glad you stopped by, man. I understand for real. Uh, I know what it's like. I used to be a family man at one time, believe it or not. I yeah, yeah, man. Everything will pass. You just gotta ride it out. Um, man, I'm thankful. Like I said, tomorrow, if a good Lord willing, tomorrow I'll be 45. So, um, that's a blessing in itself, right there. Especially the way I've lived my life and stuff like so. What's up, Diggy? Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hope you enjoyed your day today. I know I had a great time, man. No, I don't want to rub it in nobody's face or nothing because I know it. Like I said, everybody got something, and but I got to have a great time today, man. I was around family and stuff, and it was cool, man. Um, Everybody was cool. It was just a good time. Good food, man. I eat so much food. I'm telling you. I went back for seconds and I should have never done it. And then I brought a damn whole pan full home and come home and hit it again. And yeah, I'll be asleep for real here in a little bit. I'll be out. I know it's coming. Um, any of y'all watch that Detroit game today? Man, Detroit, they kid. I like Detroit, but damn, they killed me today, man. Man, I know it's Thanksgiving. Everybody's probably got stuff going on, and probably wasn't the best time to do it live. That's cool, yeah, man. And for real, that'll help people out, man. You like, um, just man, I'm telling you, when you get a surprise in there from somebody out of the blue, man, that changed for real. It'll change. It'll take you all the way. You can be in a fucking deep depression, man, and that right there will snap you out of it. And I mean, for a while. Uh, so yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you done that. What's up, Med Rider? Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Trying to make sure I ain't missed nobody. No, I'm good. Yeah, I went by my old house, and then I went by a little old restaurant there in New Hope. I remember, man, my whole life. It's right in the middle of Main Drive, um, and they opened it. They opened it back in the 50, like 1950 something. It was in the 50s, I know that, and it's still running today. And the same family that opened it still owns it, unless they sold it. But before I moved off, they still owned it, and it's man, you go inside and it's just like two or three little tables, and then maybe a booth or two in the back, and then the bar right here, and they cook right there behind it. It's cramped as hell, man, but everybody in the town eats there. Like they got cheeseburgers and chicken fingers, and they got good breakfast and stuff. And oh man, I can't tell you that. I wish I had $1 for every time I've been there and eat. Yeah, the Lions, man, they were playing garbage today. Um, I don't know, man. They're gonna be out of the playoffs. I mean, it's Dan Campbell, man. He ain't doing a good job calling plays. It hurt them when they lost. What's his name? That went to Chicago. That hurt them bad. But Ben Johnson, they should have never let him get away. They should have paid him good money. Yeah, I use I don't go out to my old town a lot, but man, I miss it out there sometimes. You know, hell, like I know where everything is out there. Yeah, I know it. It was it. They just didn't have it today, man. I don't know what the deal was. What's up, ballers? Yeah, I don't know. They just wasn't playing with that fire they usually got. You know, I don't I don't know. Like I said, Campbell took over the play calling duties the other day, so he's going for it on fourth downs when he should be kicking a field goal and stuff. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too, bro. There's a lot of times that the Lions, man, they should yeah, Butch, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll be asleep. I'm telling you, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'll be out of it. But then I'll be back up at 3. What awake? I just I don't know. I can get them. I go to bed about 8 and get up about 3 every night, man. Some nights I stay up to 9. But yeah, you're right. They man, he fucks. Excuse my language, man, but he fools around and goes for it on fourth down all the time. And I get that. I like that too. I'm that kind of a guy, but sometimes you got to take them points because they end up mattering, so. But it is what it is. This Dallas and Kansas City game is getting good. Yeah, I know it's just a habit. I don't know, like for real. At like 8 o'clock, I just lay down and go to sleep, and then at 3 I get up and I'm just up. Yeah, I need CD Lamb to I need CD Lamb and Kelsey. I need Mahomes and Rice to do some stuff. I picked them on a little uh daily fantasy. I don't know what he man. I don't know. Their play calling just terrible, man. You like, God dang. They trying to run trick plays and stuff, and it just ain't working. Like a lot of times, when you see people running, like Alabama did this last week. When you see people run trick plays multiple times in a drive, that means they're desperate. That means they know their offense can't get a first down. So they trying to, it's just desperation, I think. But which I know that Lions run trick plays a lot, but um, hell, they was trying to run them today. They was blowing them up in the backfield. Yeah, I mean, every now and then, if you catch somebody slipping, you know what I mean. Like if it's a good game or if it's tight, and you see a defense lined up, and you know that trick play is gonna work. It's cool, run it. You know what I mean. Go on, get them points. Because but when you running them back to back to back, that means that your offense can't get that first down. So you've got to try to run these gadgets to fool the other team. So um, I seen Bama doing it last week. I was like, man, they desperate. Because Alabama's run game's pitiful. They can't even get a yard for real. They can't kick a field goal. Oh my god, man. Dude can't even hit from 28 yards. That's a fucking extra point, man. Seriously. That's an extra point, dude. I don't know, man. That's Bama football, I guess. Oh no, man. Bama, they kill me when they try to run it right up the A gap every time, man. And it don't work. And I'm like, if I'm sitting here at home in a damn recliner and I can see on TV that this play is not working, then surely to God, the damn coach sitting right there in the booth or whatever has got to be able to see it. You're like, man, come on, like I mean, you keep running that same shit, and I know you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. It ain't working, bro. So why you? But I don't know, man. I get frustrated, man. I be in here hollering at the TV and shit. Yeah. And then I think Kevin Riley's hurt. I don't even think he's playing this week. He's the best running back we got, I think. I don't know it, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll just be honest and give Auburn credit. Their stadium only holds 87,000, but Auburn is one of the loudest places to play football in the whole college football, man. Seriously, I don't know what it is, but Auburn fans down there get loud as man. Seriously, um, it's hard. Bama has trouble, getting the snap count and stuff down at Auburn because it's so loud. So that'd be a big factor. Yeah, Auburn's loud as hell, man. For real. No, I think LSU at night is louder. But for to be as small as it is, a lot of these places got 100,000 plus. Auburn's only got 87,000, man, and they're as loud as some of them 100,000 places. I mean, I'll give them credit. They get loud. Maybe it's because they dumb as hell. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just kidding, man. For real. I like cutting up with Auburn people, man. It's fun. But you got to be able to take it back if you can give it out. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with cutting up. Boy, they throw so many flags in football now, and oh my god, replays and reviews and shit. I'm like, man, I mean, it slows the game down a lot. Yeah. The first four words of your sentence are the key. That is the main thing. If we beat Auburn, man, I for some reason I got a bad feeling. I ain't trying to put no bad mojo or nothing. I'm just saying, like, when we go to Auburn, I don't just crazy shit ends up happening. And I don't Ty here lately, man. He went from being perfect, not even turning the ball over at all, to just giving it up. Now I'm like, damn, man. But luckily Auburn must be stupid, man. They're not starting that damn kid that showed out last week. I think he had like 6 damn touchdowns or something, or 4 or something. And then this week they're not even gonna start him. First play of the game last week, he housed one for like 75 yards, or hell, it might have been longer than that. First play of the game, he housed it, and then this week they're not even gonna start him. I was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, Deuce Knight, man, he killed him last week. He had like 4 rushing touchdowns or something. I know he had almost 200 yards rushing. I know. I was glad when I saw the hell. Yeah, some guy named Ashton Daniels is starting. I've never even heard of the kid. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, good. I would much rather not, because I was worried about Bama having to face that kid running that much, because we ain't really faced no damn running quarterback, that runs it 20, 25 times a game and can run. That kid can run. I ain't gonna lie to you. He can get up and go. You ever get that step on you can hang it up. It'd be, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Boy, Travis Kelce dropping them over the middle, man. And then the refs throw a flag. They love Kansas City, man. I'm telling you. Never mind. Auburn gonna be fired up to play us, man. They always are. I don't know what it's the Iron Bowl. It don't, man. Auburn can be 2-9, and Alabama be 11-0, and Auburn it still end up being a down knockdown drag out. I don't know why. I mean, some years we blow them out or they blow us out or whatever, but a lot of the time it's close. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just rivalry. Yeah, man. Like that time, Mac Jones it should have been a touchdown and hit the damn Auburn guy in the back, hit the Alabama guy in the back, bounced into the Auburn guy's hands. Just crazy kick 6, just stupid stuff, man. You like, bro. And the same thing happened back to Auburn. Like Milroe had that damn touchdown. They was ready to storm the field and everything, boy. Hey, you gotta love it when a crowd. I think it might have been Missouri or South Carolina this year. They was gonna storm the field. They was ready to go, and then Bama come back and beat them. And I was like, yeah, y'all ain't gonna run up storm no field tonight. Yeah. Oh yeah. People because it's gonna be a night game. Everybody gonna be drunk by the time the game starts. Yeah, he just, it's like he stood back there forever, and finally he launched it, and dude just boom, come down with it. I was like, holy shit, look at this. I mean, it was just like perfect. Boy, I tell you what, Kansas City dropping the ball on 4th down. They had the first down and they dropped it. The best receiver on the team, wide open, man. I tell you, that's, yeah, man. When I went through fucking family court, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep saying the F word so much, y'all. I'm gonna work on to stop saying it so much. But when I was in family court, now I forgot what I was saying there because I started talking about using the F word. I got to stop using the F word so much, y'all. I don't mean to, but I just I don't know. I get to talking and I say it or whatever. So I know everybody ain't all cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to offend nobody is what I'm saying. And I know there's some good people on here that, respectable folks, and I believe I ain't just no piece of shit guy or whatever. But and then another thing, like I don't want my videos getting, uh, you know, whatever anything happening to them with YouTube or whatever. So I'm gonna try to keep it on the up and up with them. Man, I've said it for a little while, but man, I want to start doing some. I want to get some people to call in and shit, or I'm still trying. I want to get some people to call in, man, and talk to me. Like right now on a live, I could have somebody call, and I could put my phone on the stand right there on speaker, right beside the computer, and then I could talk to them, and we could all hear it, and it'd be live, Um, but I got to get some people, I got to get some people to call me and stuff. So, what's up, Ira? How you doing? I I claim to be one. Yeah, you gotta always respect them women, man. I tell you, that's I had to learn that the hard way, but uh, you gotta respect them women, man. I know they aggravating sometimes, and you know, they just women, but you gotta respect them. That's you know, and then if you got daughters and stuff, you gotta set examples, man, because a lot of times little girls they grow up and choose a man that's sort of like their daddy. I don't know why it's that way, but they do. So you gotta be set a good example for your kids and stuff. So um, yeah, I see old Chad in there, War Eagle. Chad, my cousin, y'all. He's an Auburn fan. Auburn. Um boy, we go back and forth on some old Auburn Alabama games. I mean it. Some good ones, boy. Bama, damn. I don't know, man. They still trying offensive line combinations last week 10. I'm like, man, if you ain't figured out your offensive line by week 10, like you ain't gonna win no national championship. Like, hey, what's up, Amanda? How you doing? I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and stuff today. I know I ate so much damn food. I'm full as a tick. Man, did y'all eat a bunch of good food today? He caught that. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see. Ira, did you eat a bunch of food today, man? I can't see your profile. I just assuming that you're a man. If I'm wrong, correct me so I'll know. I had to do that last time with somebody. I was like, man, are you? Cause a lot of time you just see the name, you don't know. But yeah, I know. I seen that. Man, I tell you who I heard from today. I ain't even seen him. I hadn't seen him do nothing in a while or something. But the old dude from Texas, that does Texas podcast. Um, we was talking about the Cowboy game earlier and stuff, but I hadn't seen many videos of his lately. I didn't know what's up. How you doing, Tammy? I'm glad you're here. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. What up? Yeah, yeah. That's my saying. I ought to name my channel that. What up, y'all? I thought about that. I thought, man, I need to take my name down and name my channel. What up, y'all? And I have to spell it like Tammy did, with a bunch of D's and all that and a bunch of L's. Yeah, Tennessee. If Vandy beats Tennessee, they got a chance to get in the playoffs if Bama loses. Yeah, I did, hon. I had a great Thanksgiving. It was really good. We had family and great food and football. So you can't ask for much more than that. That's good as it gets in the South. But you from the South, Southern Rose. I know you from the South. Hey, y'all drop in the comments. Well, how cold is it where y'all at, man? It's supposed to get down to 25 here tonight. I think that's the coldest we've had this year. 25. I don't think it's got any colder than that. I might have to turn my little faucets on and uh, let them drip. This whole trailer I live in, boy. Hey, man, you know what's crazy? I'm seriously. I had um I had intentions of moving in this place for just a few months. Like literally, I was just going to live here for a couple months and then find a better place. And I moved in here, and within like a month or two of moving in, something happened with the market, and the price of housing went up like overnight, like doubled. And and I couldn't afford it, and so I'm just been stuck here. And oh my God. Yeah, 35 in Mobile. That's cold down there. That's down in by the Gulf. So cold as yeah. My mama used to say, colder than a witch's titty in a brass bra, and she'd say it's colder than a well digger's ass in Utah. That's what my mom used to say. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. I sometimes they slip in on me. I think I'm good. Oh, they fumbled the ball. They got it back. Yeah, I think it was last year. It snowed on Christmas around here. I'm pretty sure it snowed on Christmas last year, or not. It was last year or the year before. Um, I remember I was gonna go out to the store, and I got a 2-wheel drive, and I was like, man, damn. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go on chance it. Anyway, I get ready to pull out, and I look coming down the road, and here comes a road grader, and I was like, hell yeah! And soon as he went by, I pulled right out behind him, and I followed his ass all the way out to the highway. He cleared it down for me. I was like, hell yeah! I ain't even got to worry about nothing. What's up, Da? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everything went good. Hope you got plenty of food. I say them sayings. Um, I don't know. I just got these old country sayings where we grew up. People said shit like that. Like my stepdaddy. If there's something you didn't like, I don't know if you was doing something hard or something, he'd be like, "That right there make you want to split down stove wood." And like I for a long time I didn't understand it, but everybody said it, so I'd say it. Or like he'd say stuff like that right there make you want to suck a lemon. I don't know where this I don't know where this shit comes. It's just old sayings, man. I used to when I got married, I would say them around the girl I was married to, and her family would look at me like I was nuts. They had never heard those sayings, and yeah, it was pretty awkward. Son, they finna party up right there next door to me over there. They got the damn. It sounded like you walked into a Mexican restaurant. They got the upbeat techno going. They got it going over there. It's in Spanish. But they rocking down, son. I seen them lighting the barbecue grill up a while ago. I said, yeah, they finna get right on them Modelos. They drink them Modelos now. I know them. We can't talk to each other much, but they wave and stuff. Say hi. They they got a bunch of animals. I know that. Damn, man, they got ducks, geese, chickens, dogs, cats. You bird. They got down bird cages in the back with like parakeets and stuff in them. Yeah, I'm just gonna be me. You know what I mean? Like I grew up around what I grew up around, and I heard what I heard, and I say what I say. You know, like um, it is what it is. You know, people. A lot of country people understand it, and then you get around people that didn't really grow up in the country. They don't, because it's mainly a country thing. I don't know why, but um, yeah, all of my neighbors around me are Hispanic. And I don't really know them because we can't talk. You know, like we communicate a little bit, and that's it. You know, but because I've asked them questions before where it should be a simple yes, and they just he'd be like, no, no, and I was like, he didn't know what I was saying, so um, it's one of them deals where I just, we speak, what's up, amigo? That's what I call him. That's what I call all of them, the dudes, amigo. They said they from Puerto Rico, but they really whatever, they are right though. Sometimes, sometimes they be mechanicking real late at night, and they get late. They be out there welding at 1 o'clock in the morning on the car. I'm like, boy, y'all be working late. Yeah, them coyotes will get in a chicken pen. What up, Stephen Cope? How you doing, man? Yeah, coyotes are, and foxes too. They'll get in the chicken pen quick, and that's why I know a dude. He used to have a chicken pen, and it was fenced in, and then he had about a 3 foot wide, 4 foot wide section, and had another fence around it, like 6 feet tall, and he had a dog in there, and the dog was in there to keep coyotes and foxes and stuff from getting in there and getting them chickens, and it was a pretty cool setup he had. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Went and got plenty of food in me, got full, just watching football. Like I said, here in a little bit, I'll be in the bed. I don't know why I don't. When I was younger, I used to stay up late all the time. Um, when I was living that crazy life out there and stuff, I didn't even go to sleep. You know, I'd stay up 3 or 4 days or whatever, and then go to sleep for a day or a night, whatever. But now I sleep. I go to bed early and get up early, like an old man. They uh, they say my granddaddy uh, used to watch the 6 o'clock news, and then once it was 6 o'clock news was over, he'd go to bed. Uh, Ryan, what's the craziest thing you say in prison? Um, I don't know. Shit, I don't know. There's all kind of crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that one, man. They so many different things. You know what I mean? Like it's they all kind of old crazy messed up stuff. Um, are you saying the craziest thing I've seen or the craziest thing I say? Craziest thing I ever seen was my second night at Ventress, and it was store day, and they got to do with a broom in there, and it was horrible, boy. Yeah, it was bad. It went on for about 7 or 8 minutes, and 7 or 8 minutes with somebody getting you know messed up with a broom. That's like forever, man. And Then when they got done, the police come in and got the dude and took him out. And we never, I think they did something, they call it something 51, C-51 or something, where they transfer you. And yeah, they drug him out and we never seen him again. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving, bro. Glad, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and stuff. Yeah, I was looking up at the queue. I was like, man, when are the cops gonna come in here and stop this? And I looked up there, and the dude was standing there with his arms crossed, and I was like, damn, or excuse me, I was like, he's watching this shit. Then I found out later, the dudes that were doing whatever with the broom, they had to kick up to the CO. So they did what they did to the dude to get their money. That way they could pay the CO. Um, well, you got Bloods, Crips, you got G's, GDs or whatever, and there's I think there's a couple different kinds. I think you got like GDs and the IGDs, insane gangster disciples, and I think you got a BGD, black gangster. I'm not sure on. I think there might be a couple of GDs. Then I think you got Simon City Royals, which is an offset of the G's, and then you got the ABs, Aryan Brotherhood, and the SB, Southern Brotherhood. You got Muslim guys. That's about it that I can think of. But you got a lot of more Bloods and Crips and G's or whatever than anything. But they got them in there though. Yeah, you better believe it. They ride hard in there. What's up, Ryan Michael? Happy Thanksgiving, bro. I had some. I talked to a dude's mama a while back. Me and him, we hit Kilby together, and then we ended up at Ventures together in the same SAP class together. And there was another dude that was with us at Kilby, and we all met there, and then we all ended up at Ventures in the same class together. And they both got down with the Simon City Rolls. They got their crown tattooed on their eye or whatever. And well, fast forward all 9 years or whatever, 10 years, whatever, and the dude is in his county jail on a murder charge, and he ain't wanting to be in a gang no more. Well, the G's ain't letting it ride. They DPing him, and his mama said they put him in SEG to keep him from getting beat down. So that right there shows you that's what getting affiliated to do. Like now, if you down to ride for life, hey, more get with it, do your thing. But if you know that you may change or whatever, you better, because like I know about. I don't know much about the black gangs, but I know about the whites. It's blood in and blood out. I do know that much. So I seen dudes get violated, which means they got kicked out of the brotherhood. And what those guys would do is they would pick somebody, the head dude, the shot caller, and he would say, "Hey, go violate him," and that means you got to make him bleed somehow. And they go and buddy, when they go, I'm talking about it's some of the toughest white boys in the joint. You know what I mean? Like them bros, they don't. I mean, uh, they'll get with it. Yeah, Wisconsin prison, they probably got a lot of staff and everything. They probably know how to run their government up there and staff their prisons right. Man, we down here, we got I think you're supposed to have one officer for every 25 inmates, and we got one officer for like every 100 inmates or more than that. Like we're way understaffed, man. If we were staffed correctly and they did their job, like enforced, it wouldn't be that bad. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you what, in Ventress, you did not want to go to lockup, and I'll tell you why. Hang on, I'm sorry if I missed any of y'all. What's up, Ryan, Michael Frost, Ryan Hamby? I want to shout out to all y'all. I don't want to miss nobody. Fulton County, okay. Yeah, that's over around Atlanta. I remember we went and watched Atlanta Braves play at the old Fulton County Stadium there in Cobb. Not Cobb County, but in Fulton County. We went and watched Dale Murphy back in the 80s. My daddy used to take us to the ball games and stuff. Hell, we went one time, y'all, in the 2000s, early 2000s. We go to the Atlanta Braves game, and they hit back to back home runs to lead off the game. Only like second time in history it ever been done. And I remember on the way over there, me and my dad and my brother was riding together, and I said, I hope the Braves get them bats going today. While we're going down the interstate, about an hour out, and then we get up in the stands, and we in the outfield, no lie, Braves laid it off back to back home runs. Gary Sheffield hit the third one, and we was like, damn. I mean, it was bad. They played the Cincinnati Reds. They blew them out. They were, and then they ended up winning like 12-3, I think, but they were smacking that ball. We couldn't believe it, man. Like the second time in baseball that it had ever been done that three batters had led off with home runs, and we witnessed it. I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. Man, that's the way it ought to be. Listen, you should be able to go to prison and just do your time. If you get money, you should be able to go to the store and get your commissary and go back to your rack and not have to worry about nobody messing with you, man. You shouldn't have to worry about nobody over there running game, trying to, you know what I'm saying? You should just be able to go down there, chill out, do whatever the state said you got to do, and go home. You know what I mean? Don't bother nobody. Stay in your lane. Maybe make a friend or two that you can talk to, chill out with, carry on a conversation, and just chill, do your time. Man, Alabama, bro, you got to have your head on a swivel at 24/7. I'm talking about you don't get no breaks. You got to always watch because, man, it'll pop off so quick in Alabama. I'm telling you, like, it'll just boom. And when it jumps off, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, Memphis is a rough place, man. You don't want to fool around, John boy, in Memphis. Memphis got, man, they got the most murders, I think, in the country right now. Hey, what's up, Spice, man? How you doing? Yeah, Memphis is rough. They shot Dolph up, Yeah, that's me, man. I did my time. I didn't have no problems. I had one dude kind of try to hit me with the boo game when I first got there, and I straightened that out real quick, and then that was it, man. I didn't have no problems. Like, I didn't have to fight nobody. I was just cool. You know what I mean? Like, I got along with everybody. Like, there were some people that I just didn't like, you know what I mean? So I just didn't mess with them. And then everybody else, the majority of people I was cool with, so yeah, that's me, man. Like, I was type dude. I'd be sitting there drinking coffee, and you might be coming up just talking. I'd be like, hell, you want a shot of this coffee? Here, man. I'd hook you up. Like, but I wouldn't let people take advantage of me and like take my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like being generous with my stuff, but I ain't gonna let you take it from me or whatever. So, I remember a dude. It was so funny. A dude owed me right before I went to prison. Dude come got some dope on the front, and it really wasn't that much money. And I was just tripping, wanting to mess with him. And I was telling him I was going to fight him or whatever over that money. And anyway, end up in prison. And then we all end up at the same prison together. And he's like, look, he comes to me and he already owes me money or whatever. He's like, man, look, I I know I owe you money from the street. He's like, but my money ain't hit. Can I borrow like $30? And it was the exact amount he owed me on the street. And I was like, look, man, forget about the street. Just here's $30. If you don't, pay me back tomorrow. And the next day he came, paid me back, and we squashed that other 30. I never said nothing else about it again. As long as he paid me back in prison, that was all that mattered, Because, see, I didn't do loans like that. Because, see, if you do loans like that, you give somebody $30 worth of stuff and they don't pay you back, you got to go smash on them. If you don't, everybody's going to say that you weak, that you sweet, and they're going to be trying to come run a game on you. So that's why I never did do loans, If I had somebody, I'd just give them. I'd be like, here, take a suit and, here, you can have it. Don't even worry about the shit. And because if you loan it to somebody, then if they don't pay you back, you got to do something about it, So I just stayed away from all that. If somebody, I'd give something to somebody, and, if I'd seen they needed it or whatever, especially if somebody was hungry, I wouldn't make nobody go hungry, like my people that slept around me or whatever. I had a couple of dudes, like one dude, he ain't get no money or nothing. I'd throw him some stuff, It is what it is. He was grateful, so Yeah, man. Some people get money and some people don't, and shit, man. I hate to sit down there and whip up, a big old meal and make a dude sit right there, that I talk to all the time, sit there and watch me eat, So I break them all. Here, man. Get you a plate, Just, man. Shit, we got to where in there we would just all get together, like 5 or 6 of us. We'd get together at nighttime and we'd all throw in and eat at night. Especially when I got to work release, man, because everybody was making money. Man, we was hitting commissary every day after work. You could buy all kind of stuff, chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, but we'd make a burrito every night. Hot sausage, hot pickles, chili, corn chips, Snyder's jalapeno Cheetos, chili ramen noodles, chicken ramen noodles, and shit. I guess that's about it. But man, that stuff's so good. Man, John, there's so many hustles in there. Like I wrote letters for people. Like if people needed a motion writ to their judge, or they need a letter to their parole officer or something. A lot, like I said, and I ain't knocking nobody. I'm just saying it is what it is. A lot of people's education, they didn't, a lot of people chose the streets at around 8th or 9th grade. So, some of them even earlier than that, and their education just wasn't that good. So, it was worth it for them to pay me a suit to make sure that everything's spelled right and looks right, looks professional, And then a lot of times I wouldn't even charge them, man. I'd just be like, oh man, I ain't tripping on that. Here, hell, give me something to do, get up off the rack. There was a table over there on the wall. I'd go sit down to that table and I'd, get in my zone and, I'd write letters, What I wrote one dude a letter, man, wrote his parole officer, and he ended up, and he messed up and he got a disciplinary, and he wasn't supposed to get parole. And I wrote a letter for him, and it was more luck than it was me writing the letter, and he got parole. But then he goes through the count one, man, Clif wrote this letter, got me parole, man. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of folks was coming to me like, hey, man, you write me a letter too? I was like, damn, yeah, all right. So, but yeah, it was more luck than it was me writing a letter, Yeah, I had a tattoo guy in there. Man, he would do drawings for people. He would draw portraits for people and shit, man. Like somebody would give him a picture of their kid or something, and he'll draw a whole. They'd bring him in an art board. Certain people get certain things in there, They like I said, do to draw Like they might pay somebody $50, man, to draw a portrait of their mama or something. It was big money in that drawing. Good hustle. It was some of the best artists, tattoo artists I ever seen in there. Like the dude Kid from Mobile that did mine. Man, he didn't even use no stencils or nothing, man. Bro just get down with the gun. Which he did it on the street too, But man, he'd take off with that thing and just go. I would just tell him, do whatever, man, do your thing, and man, he would go with it. I always kept batteries on deck too. That was one thing about me. If I was gonna get a tattoo, I was gonna make sure we putting brand new, fresh batteries in the battery pack. I ain't having none of that halfway through shit. Oh man, the battery's dead. We got to wait till store runs. I would keep batteries in my box that way. Shit, I'd have people come to me on the weekends. Cliff, man, tell me you got some batteries. Yeah. And what it was, they would get halfway through a tattoo and the batteries go dead. Well, they wouldn't have no extra ones. So you couldn't run the tattoo when you don't want to have a half finished tattoo. So they'd come down there and buy the batteries off me. I would, but I'd always buy a pack of batteries on the store. All right, man, be good. I'm fixing to get off here too. I've been on an hour. I'm fixing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fixing to get ready to lay down and stretch out. Man, I've eaten so much today. My belly hurting. I'm gonna kick back on that couch and get my heater cut up right, and because it's gonna be cold tonight, 25. But I hope I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, y'all. I'm gonna wind this one on down. I'll get back on here in a few days and stuff. I got some videos I want to do, and man, listen, if y'all know anybody that's locked up or whatever and got a cell phone, might want to call. Talk about anything in there, the conditions or whatever. They ain't got to say their name, none of that. Hit me up, man. I'm trying to. I ain't did no interviews yet, so I'm trying to get my first interview up. But I'll figure something out here for long. But anyway, I'm finna wind this one on down. Y'all listen, I appreciate everybody that showed up, and I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. And I'll catch y'all later on, like maybe Tuesday or no, I'll get y'all this weekend after the Iron Bowl or before it or something. We'll get it one day this weekend. All right, balls. Hey, I appreciate everybody. John Boy, y'all have a good one. Spice Man, Roll Tide. Well, yeah, we got to have it, baby. Got to have it. Ira, Southern Rose. I appreciate all y'all. And I'll holler at y'all Saturday during the Iron Bowl or something. All right, y'all. Y'all be good.